Welcome to the Gun Show.
True North Reviews, True North Reviews, True North Reviews.
Hey there, welcome to True North Reviews. My name is Ryan, and today we are discussing the Dirty Nil LP. This is the third studio album from the Canadian punk rock band, a three-piece band from Hamilton, Ontario, to be exact. The Dirty Nil have been a topic of conversation in Canada over the past few years, breaking out as a promising band at the Junos in 2017. Their sound is a good cross between pop-punk and riffs that are sometimes lifted out of the metal genre. For simplicity's sake, they refer to themselves as a rock band, but I can tell that doesn't really bother you. You're probably thinking, where does a band like this get off on saying art so provocatively? Are these musicians with artistic ability, or are they delinquents out here simply looking to troll? I would say a little bit of both, but I can reassure you that they are dedicated to their craft. In fact, in an interview promoting this album's release, lead singer and guitarist Luke Bentham stated that the group rehearsed these new songs for a year prior to recording them. So already leading up to the pandemic in 2020, they had these songs prepped, ready to go, and they wanted to have this project out with no delays. As Bentham said, he would rather roll the dice to see what happens instead of getting sick of the songs and never releasing them. And I can tell you, the more I hear them, the more I'm convinced I like them. I hope you do as well, even if it's just for a song or two or for nostalgic purposes, because this band might evoke some of those feelings that you would have with Blink-182 or The Calling. Anyways, this record kicks off on Doom Boy, which has an anthemic and bright chorus juxtaposed to shredded metal guitar riffs in the interludes. I find it extremely satisfying and ironic that this song references thrash metal and Slayer, because actually it's a punk song, but that just goes to show the genre hybridity this group is unafraid to work with, even though their sound is rooted in something more familiar and comfortable. Ride or Die is sonically the closest song to metal on this album. Metal-inspired riffs, nearly atonal, while the melody is still screamed at the top of the singer's lungs. Enter the record's second track, Blunt Force Concussion, a great song that has timely exits and entering of silence, just another bright and sunny song that would be perfect for summer road trips. That goes much the same for Elvis 77, where this cut reminds me quite a bit of Dallin Weeks from I Don't Know How But They Found Me, and even a little bit of Alex Gaskarth from All Time Low. Of course, with that comparison, the Dirty Nil have a lot of charisma, and that's fitting for pop punk. What else is fitting to go along with the charismatic pop punk, or what I'm classifying it as, is the solid production on Elvis 77. That chorus, so explosive, but don't worry, nothing is blown out on the audio here. All the melodies blend in with their catchy pop sensibilities. What might just be an even catchier song on this project, though, is Done With Drugs. I absolutely love the drum fills on the chorus, the descending chord progression as well. The bridge then removes and adds instruments back one by one, creating contrasting dynamics. And that dynamic with the band members is the magic that makes this record work, in my opinion. A couple bass-centric tracks make that point crystal clear. The bass tones cut through with force and vigor on Hang Your Moon and Damage Control. The former showcases a dreamy outro similar to American Football and other post-rock outfits. Meanwhile, the latter, Damage Control, has a thick bass line and wiry guitar playing. What makes Damage Control work beyond the instrumentation, though, it has to be the eccentric and bouncing off the walls vocal performance. That, in addition to the rising and falling dynamics of the instruments, give this track a nice shape and texture. A few more tracks to discuss. To The Guy Who Stole My Bike, this is a unique one for the album. 3/4 time signatures alternate with 4/4, while the verses make use of a clean and crisp acoustic guitar, and the expanded jam session caps off the entertainment for sure. But that's not all. That's not all to be had. Hello Jealousy and Possession are songs on this album too, and they're alright. They're fine to have on in the moment to listen to. They're not anything that I would go out of my way for to put on a playlist, and I would say that's because they're not the most original songs on this album, and that's really the biggest criticism I could give for the Dirty Nil. This record in particular, it's catchy while tipping its cap to punk groups of the 2000s. Nothing challenging or new here. The singing, though, is invigorated, it's charismatic. Add in a shade of metal influence, and that's the Dirty Nil, a Canadian rock band that you should keep your eyes on going forward as they look to stake their claim on their original sound. And who knows, that very well might be coming, as Luke Bentham says he hasn't felt this motivated or creative in a long time, and he enjoys breaking free of that constant routine of touring, writing, do it all over again. It sounds like the pandemic is doing the Dirty Nil well. Now, as for this project, I'm feeling a strong 7 out of 10 on this. There you have it. There is the album review for today. Make sure you guys sound off down below in the comments. Tell me what you guys think of this music, whether you agree or disagree. I'm here to engage with you guys. If you'd like to leave a like, subscribe if you're new in town. I'd appreciate that. As always, thanks for watching, and have a rockin' day.